When you're in sales, there's all kinds of red tape.
But when you're the boss, there's nothing. When I was just in sales, I didn't have to worry about buying another box truck, what size, what's going to accommodate our needs as we scale up, hiring another driver. We're kind of having now to look at the needs of the business as opposed to just sales and marketing and things of that nature. So it's looking at the whole big picture as opposed to just segments of the business.
Definitely feel a different sense of responsibility.
Yep.
Like you're responsible for people, and their well-being. Like that weighs very deep and very heavily.
There's an added pressure for sure. Trusting your partners, your employees to do their job, because it's not efficient and you're sacrificing opportunity costs by hand-holding our driver, following up behind Mark. I mean, Mark is very good at what he does and takes care of our money. And I think that's when trust comes in. You have to trust that certain people are going to do their jobs. And on the flip side of even that, they trust us that we're going to bring in the sales. And so we have to let people do their jobs. You can't micromanage. That's not the way to get things done efficiently, seamlessly. You need to let people go, and if you see that someone's not doing their job, then make a hard decision. But until that happens, you have to give them that autonomy.
Something I thought about the other day was always being so sales minded is putting myself in Ben and Mark's shoes, and then just having to have 100% reliance on revenue coming in. That's just a very different position that I don't think I'd ever be able to get used to. My mind just doesn't work that way,
No.
It's weird thinking about it from that perspective.
Give me nightmares thinking about accounting all night. Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah. You want to be able to scale up appropriately, but if everybody wants to do business with you at the same time, then you got to put it in sixth gear and really pull your team together. And I think that's when processes and planning come into place.
Yeah, I definitely get the feeling, Todd and I've been there before, where you're working on all these really nice, sized pieces of business, and it's never scaled out, even remotely scaled out, so that you can bring them on as they come. It's all at once.
Like, hey, Bo. Hey, Johnny. Hey,
Sally.
Lucinda, Sally. Let's all do business at the same time and see if they can pull this shit together, And so it puts you to the test, and it puts a little stress on the team, but we'll get it done,
When you're working on building and bringing business in and working the long hours, that's not the stressful part, I think, I think the stressful part is looking at your money going out, and whether or not you have potential revenue coming in, that can get to you. I mean, that can definitely weigh very heavily, as we both know.
Who's Lucinda? I don't even know how I came up with that name. I don't even know. Trying to find a woman's name, and wife Emily and mom Terry, but I came up with Lucinda. Okay.
It's almost like for us, we knew this, but we had more business coming on the backside, more so on the front. And so we were like, well, we don't want to bring, an operational support person in and then be drinking through a fire hose and not have time to train.
Which is exactly why we're going to buy another box truck and get ramped up for this. And I think it's a chicken and egg thing, right? I mean, it's hard. These are hard decisions to make, but it's foolish not to go out, spend the money, spend the time to pursue prospects, bring them in the door, and then fail on execution. So I believe that making those hard decisions, sometimes they're going to cost money. Sometimes you'll have money laying on the shelf a little bit longer than what you anticipated, but in the long term, you're taking care of those prospects, and it's a long-term play.
Thanks for tuning in. Please, share any of this content that you think applies to anyone that you may know, and appreciate you guys tuning in.